back again.
Yo,
What's good?
following. Hi, follow.
I was waiting for Van. That nigga shouting, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, you know, got to feel the silence. You get me?
Oh,
We're here. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Me and Chris are not putting our weight.
who?
Huh?
No. Speak for yourself.
Oh, just me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I said, yo,
Yo.
such a diva.
No,
This
not
is
at
main
all.
character, and you just want
It's
everything
not.
to be silent.
Don't do that.
It's
no.
true. For like, there's a routine, there's a system, there's a pattern, there's a process, and every single week you wait until Vans and I say hello, and then when it's dead silent, that's when you say your thing.
I mean,
It's giving diva.
It's giving diva.
Yeah,
What are you saying? The longer the locks?
Well, the worse my attitude
yeah,
gets.
it's true. And I thought you were mannerless before. Goodness me.
Oh, dear.
This is what it took for me to find out how my friends feel about me.
Oh, I tell you every day, B.
I mean, at least once a week.
I will never shy away from that.
I appreciate the feedback, guys. I'll tone down the diva energy and that. I don't give diva. That's not really my vibe, man.
What?
No.
What?
Don't do that.
What?
Vans,
You do. You give big diva
I'm out of it.
energy.
Can you confirm or deny these allegations?
I am out
Big
of this
diva
beef.
energy. And then when you're stressed, God save us. Like,
when I'm stressed.
yeah.
God save us.
God save us.
But we've all done that though. Vans has come in before stressed out, take it out on us before.
Yeah, but we're talking about you.
This is the art of deflection. Is this camera on me?
But do you know what? We know who you are, Fola, and we love you.
I appreciate that. That's the key thing, that you love me.
Yeah.
No. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do the man thing like, I love, bro. No, bro.
Fair love.
Say, I love you.
These times she hates it
What?
when
Love?
we say love to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, why are you doing that?
Not your men's business. Crazy.
Oh.
Insane if you ask me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's mad still.
All right. Do you want to intro your little pod?
Hey, wait. Hang on. Usually when you say that, yeah.
You sound like a hater. How's your little girlfriend?
Yeah. Do you want to start your intro your little pod? Excuse me.
Yeah. Don't worry, you stay there. Yeah, go on.
Excuse you.
No intro, man. You know who we are, man. Don't you try it.
This is diva energy again.
No, this is just me reciprocating energy you just gave me in Vans.
Okay, say that word again.
Reciprocate.
Okay.
Reciprocal.
Reciprocal.
Yeah, don't try to put me on the main stage.
No.
Because listen, that we can go viral this week. I'll go tell Sosa to load up the drinks and that, and let's
go.
Are you ready?
I'm on what you're on.
All right, cool. Give me 5 minutes.
Oh.
I didn't know if he was really on it.
Man just said it for saying sake, like.
I was low key bluffing.
See?
I didn't know if he really was
And just be talking.
on the same smoke I was on at that.
Just
Like,
be talking.
Hey. Can we be a happy family, please?
Yeah.
Because when you were over there, you two were ganging up on me.
Yeah.
Now you're trying to be the center of attention.
No.
Okay.
This
I
is
just
you
want us to be
deflecting.
like this is another art of deflection right there.
Yeah.
We're trying to be in unison, happy family. Do you know what I mean?
Families fight, you know. It's when everyone's like, see how we're talking
Nobody
to each other.
wins when the family feud starts.
But you see how we talk to each other now. Let anybody talk to you guys like this, yeah? I'll crush them.
flatten you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Listen, I hope you can fight the way you pod.
I can really fight.
Yeah. Like, I don't want an altercation, but I'm actually interested to see like if you guys can scuff.
No, I can
But
really
is
fight.
that the way to like, you know?
Prove it then. That's
Prove it.
Prove your love, innit?
Oh my gosh.
can really fight.
Yeah.
First of all, it don't sound like that.
I'm like, okay.
Well, you know the universal woman voice that Vans does
I
on the
know.
podcast, like
Big hater
oof.
energy.
No, too much. Not too much of
Hater?
Vans.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Are we gonna?
Hashtag off the cuff pod.
Come on. No, you're bad vibes.
Universal woman voice, isn't it? A good conversation never hurt anyone.
Yes.
We are back
A
for
good,
another week.
honest conversation.
That's what I said.
You said a good conversation.
Said a good, honest conversation.
I heard
said,
honest.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Maybe we should check your headphones for you, because you know, yeah.
Oh,
I like this little thing. This little
stop it.
What's this?
Stop it.
I
the
was gonna say croissant. What's the other thing?
Not a croissant.
Cinnamon swirl.
black woman's turban.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just didn't want to do my hair.
I hear it. When my hair's a bit frizzy, I'll put on a turban quickly as well.
There's nothing to it.
And I'll be getting bare like on the high street. It's like I'm like,
Do you know what? Yeah.
shouts out for the love and that, but this is just purely for aesthetics.
When I have this
Moving
on,
like Nick Cannon.
there's definitely they're like the CMOS soldiers definitely like helmet.
Oh, Empress and that.
Yeah. Bare
But them man that
empresses.
do that and that.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Definitely like an older Caribbean man.
You spoke about this before though, like as a black woman, when you're outside, when you have your hair in different forms, you
Yeah.
attract a different type of man.
Yeah.
What type of man do you get when you've got like the bust down middle part in black wig?
Really? Read the room.
What?
When was the last time I had that fella?
I mean, you never had a black wig before?
No, how long ago was that?
We can go back to the times, innit? Walk me through this.
Yeah.
So what type of don?
Oh, men.
Thanks for coming, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Oh,
Yeah.
men, yeah.
Yeah, men.
Just men.
Yeah, I think I've had braids, and I think the difference between having like braids and short hair is
Yeah.
definitely like a different type of man. I think maybe like the naturalistas, they prefer it.
The naturalistas,
Yeah.
I love that for them.
They love that. But I did have what did I have? Yeah, no, I agree.
Do you know, usually when we have these conversations, it's always like from the women's perspective, obviously because they're the one being catcalled or bothered on the street, as they say nowadays.
I don't know how we got there, but
He said bothered.
hey,
What are you saying? Like, because women are under
piques my interest.
Yeah, because women are under the impression that like they can't get spoken to when they're out on a corner shop run. Like,
No, but this is
like we can still see the vision. Be like,
No, but that's an
have faith in
example.
yourself. Like, stand up, B.
No, but that's an example of them just not listening to us. Sometimes they're just like they're absolutely deaf to what we say. So like when they're when they got the slipper on, the furry joint, the head tie, it's either scarf, do rag, whatever, a man moves to them, they're like, rah, like what are you seeing here? Like you said, we see the vision. I can see the long game here. Like I'm trying to get to the Champions League. I see real talent right here. I know what I'm looking at.
That happened to me on Saturday. It's coming back, doing my walk
You say
after my gym
Trying
session.
to go Tesco again. Crazy.
You're so ridiculous. You're so ridiculous. I was coming back from the gym, so I had on like hood was up,
Okay.
glasses on, and some guy, I had my AirPods in, so I couldn't hear him. So he walked, as he was walking towards me, he was saying something, but
Right.
I didn't know what he was saying. So I took my AirPod out. I was like, yeah, not yeah, but
How can I help?
yeah. So he was like, wow, I just wanted to, you look absolutely beautiful, and I just had to stop so we can have a conversation. I said, thank you so much. And I put my AirPod back in. And so he was like, oh, I said, have a nice day.
We haven't
And
finished here. Like, we're not done
he
here,
was
B.
so baffled. He was like, oh, we're not going to. I said, have a nice day. Thank you so much.
Did you have on like those like leggings that the babes have on these days with the
Oh, the scrunchy joint for the gym.
No, I don't like that. Okay. I don't like that. It's just all
extra
like,
fungy in
Hey.
that
are you
area?
good?
Like, why is it look like, you know, it's all the way up there?
Don't hate, bro. I know you. Look at this legging scientist.
Yeah, you seem to know a lot about something that you don't like. Wow.
I didn't say I didn't like it.
Fair. So why didn't you entertain this
He was
young
very
gent?
unattractive.
Okay, cool. Thanks for coming.
That's what it boils down to in the
Yeah.
end, you know.
You know what? I'm not fair.
And even worse, he had beads on the end of his single plaits.
Well,
Maybe
Bow
like
Wow.
Bow Wow.
Honestly. I wish I was joking.
Nah. Beads at the
yeah.
end of the hair. Nah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was so scary.
Maybe he was going to fancy dress party. And he was really
Take
committed
it
to the
back
look.
to 05.
Yeah,
No, thank you. It was just a no from me.
that's fair. You know what? You reserve the right to do that.
Yeah. Shout
So-
out him.
What about you then, man? What looks when you're out? In terms of like we're saying from the male perspective, pique your interest when like women are outside. So we got braids, natural hair, wigs.
Do you know what? It could be, it doesn't necessarily matter to me because like,
Fuck it. Man, so however you're bringing it, I'm taking it.
all right, cool. It could sound that way. But if you don't want to be stupid, then cool.
Oh,
innit?
lie, man. Oh, don't get you're super serious. Oh, you guys are being silly.
Yeah, if you don't want to be silly, then we can be silly.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that like on a day where a babe can be like, oh yeah, you know, like I don't know why they're bothering me. I got my headscarf, I got my, you know, my tracksuit, whatever. Like that could be one of the days where I'm like, you know what? But then there could always be a day where I'm like, you know what? I believe what you're saying.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Fair. You know what? Personally, how me and Chrissy responded, I think was better. But where you got to is fine. That's fine. You're speaking for yourself.
Yeah.
Believe black women, innit?
Don't.
What? All of a sudden, I can't believe them.
No, you can. Do you know what it is?
Cool.
I was going to say as well, yeah. What I was seeing online, which I found was hilarious, was that some of the responses were that they felt that man them were moving to women in their more like, let's say when they say they look bummy because they look more low maintenance or like they're trying to say the man them are trying to buy the dip.
Right. Right.
Coins dropped at that, like buy the dip. That's what they basically were saying. Because they look like, if you know when a woman's all the way done up, like certain aesthetic,
But
going out.
you also need to be smart enough to realize that if she's not bougie in that area, she could be bougie in other areas.
Of course. But
Like how?
But that comes to someone like, that's a seasoned
Outside
veteran.
person.
Yeah. Victoria Cross.
Don't look at me.
Nah, because you said your little comment and looked away. I don't think I didn't see. Yeah, I don't think I didn't peep your game.
What's killing me is I said it, yeah, and Chris is getting all the energy in there.
Yeah, I mean, is what it is, man.
No,
you just have to know.
man. What's this?
You just have to know.
But I also feel like, unlike me to defend a man, just like Van said, there's like...
Can we get this some reverb and some echo behind it,
calm
please?
down. You have to, although, like you have to believe them, but I feel like there's bummy and there's bummy. They're not the same. Because you could see someone out on like an off day, but they still look like they have the...
They have the capacity for beauty.
Yeah, to pull it together.
Yeah.
But then you see some people and you're like, oh, this was you trying your best.
Listen, I'm being serious here. I'm not going to act like I don't see where they're coming from, but I also don't like they're negating that guys can actually just like you in that state. Like genuinely, I like what you look like in the morning. I like you like that. When you, of course, you got your makeup on. Part of it is not just how confident you feel.
Yeah.
I love that, but genuinely, how you wake up is how I like you, innit? That's what I want to see.
Oh,
So
I see love.
I mean, don't soften me out too much, man. Let's bring back the crud, man.
Oh, you softened yourself up.
He didn't want to stay in the soft side for too long. He said, "Nah, man. Bring back the masculinity back."
RNA.
Yeah, just masculinity, because some stuff they say is toxic. It's not.
We need people like you, though, Fols, man, because there's a lot of women out there that have not let their boyfriend see them without makeup.
Okay,
that was
fair. I didn't know where you was going with that. He said
honestly,
Fols, a lot of women. I don't know. Hey,
we need people
my
like
man.
you.
Yeah, we do need men out like there, like Fols, that reassure their partner that I want to see you in your natural form.
Genuinely, I don't. I'll be surprised if there's a lot of women out there who like hide their natural self from their boyfriend. Because you said boyfriend. If it's like maybe a guy they're just seeing and stuff, early stages, some people have different levels of confidence, whatever. But your boyfriend,
I know a babe who, for the 2 years that she dated this guy, regardless of whether he stayed at hers or she stayed at his, she'd wake up before him and put makeup on.
Yeah, that's your L though. That's nothing to do with him.
Like,
That's your L.
Day.
You're just adding extra bags to your face because you want to wake up early to apply makeup.
He had never,
when you're clearly tired.
2-year relationship and he never saw her without makeup.
Well, if he asks you to get up early to pray, suddenly you're tired.
Oh, I mean, it wasn't me.
Sorry.
Like,
man, let's focus. Let's be focusing on the right things.
Yeah,
man.
it's true.
If
Let's be guided.
If you can't show Donnie your like natural face, then maybe there's a confidence issue. I hope he's not making you feel that way. And if he is, then figure something out. And listen, there's men out here that are waiting. There's dons over there stretching and doing.
Oh my God, not the lunge.
Warm up. It's time.
Active stretching.
They're ready, boy.
Yeah, man. They can notice when, there's murky waters over
there. Single time.
Yeah.
Don't do your face like that.
I didn't do my face like
anything. You've been there before when like you're coming towards the end of a relationship and suddenly like all the hyenas start popping out.
Not hyenas.
For the dogs.
I dislike you lot so much.
Nah, it's too funny.
Okay, cool. What's even crazier is that we're all sober.
That's mad.
For the dogs, man.
I don't know if you should add any alcohol to this.
Follow. Talk to your boy. What's on the agenda?
If you're meeting us for the first week, my name is Fols Forever.
I'm Mr. Vans.
Yeah.
Shouts out to the Chrissy Hive.
Chrissy Hive.
Hi.
I don't know if I should apologise for my silliness, but this is who I am. This is how I move and I behave.
No,
I'm just saying
don't need to apologize
for our first time listeners, innit?
Oh, sorry to you.
Yeah. So okay.
Oh, welcome.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that too, but also sorry to you. This is who we are.
Welcome to our little pod.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if this is your first time, I'm not saying sorry.
Yeah.
That's
What was the Conor McGregor? The champ apologized to absolutely
Nobody.
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 Yeah.
It's not just us
Good
in the
times.
building. We're joined by a long-time friend, brother, compadre, a fellow papa in the building who's just trying to hide in the corner. Almighty Sosa's here.
Come
Ba, ba,
on.
ba, ba.
This is what you wanted. Don't complain now.
Oh.
Yeah. Act like you've been there before, man.
Yes.
Big up Sosa, man. Say hello to the people,
Yeah,
Sosa,
hi,
man.
Sosa.
Jeez, you got Mike and even clock.
Sosa's here, man. Almighty Sosa.
Shouts to
Cameraman
Sosa.
Sosa. I don't even remember. What was the episode where
They asked and we delivered.
Yeah, they did. There was one
Yeah.
episode where I think he went to was it the BBK show in 02?
Yeah.
And he was our roving reporter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that episode.
Our hood
hilarious.
correspondent,
Yeah, hood
yeah.
correspondent. That was it. Yeah.
Yeah. We
Sosa's-
loved it.
Sosa's here. You know what we can do even? Yeah, we got papas in the room. We got daddies in the room.
Yeah.
Half-term week or was that next week?
It already started for me from last week.
Okay.
So 1 week out of the way.
Jesus Christ.
Second
One down.
Week, yeah, I was just in the second week now. So
Pocket, how are we feeling this week? Pocket wise.
it's gone.
Okay,
It's finished.
cool.
Don't ask me for nothing. Nobody asked me for anything.
You know the man walks into the room with pockets out. Just
Like, I got it.
Yeah, just as a reminder, this
Yeah.
is what's going on. But do you know what? It's been fun so far.
yeah.
Yeah, now that she's 8 now, so it's like there's a lot more things that she wants to do. Or if it's one of those days where like, you know, we can't go out and do stuff, I can, you know, leave her to her devices and stuff. You know, just not too much like leisure. I know it's half term and that, but read a book.
Don't
innit?
be a hater, man.
Oh my
Don't
gosh.
be. You know how we
School
felt
work
when we
in
were off
half
school
term.
and that. And our parents had us on like a school timeline when we was off school. Don't be that dad. Let her enjoy, man.
Do you know what? I'm pretty lenient when it comes to half term and stuff, but at the same time, I don't want you to get too consumed by the stuff that you're into. Like, you enjoy books as well. Like, implement that.
Yeah. Man said reading is fun.
Listen.
What's the what's my man? Eddie Griffin. Reading is fundamental. He's
Yeah.
got a funny joke about that. So yeah.
No, I do believe that it's something that you should always encourage.
Yeah.
You know, as they should see reading as fun. I
Yeah.
think people were complaining not too long ago that a lot of kids out here still can't read at a certain age, and it's like the work also needs to be done at home.
That's fair.
It's true.
That's fair.
It's true.
So
You need to stop them whatever they're doing in the school, in the house as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because some of these teachers are stressed out. They got class sizes 30 plus.
yeah,
If your kid
That
is
is
if your kid's a
insane
bad
to me.
reading that, go
Yeah.
and stand outside, man.
but academically, like I have no concerns. with
Oh, that's
mine,
good, man.
So
That's good.
Ba, 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 ba.
Happy to hear that. But the reason I even said, we got daddies in the room, yeah. It wasn't even on docket, but as I was coming, I was just looking at some other things. I was like, I don't know if you guys have seen that. So Kim K
yeah,
has now decided to get a Manny for the kids, innit? And I was like, you know what? Even though this is lowbrow conversation, I actually wanted to ask the guys, innit, had like opinions on that, because I like growing up and probably still now, when it comes to childcare, that's probably an area that's dominated by the ladies, innit?
yeah. No, absolutely, and I know Manny. Funny enough,
Yeah.
around my age and stuff, and you know he usually deals with families that have like kids like 3 and under.
Okay.
But in this wider context of Kim K, her reasons behind employing the Manny is because she wanted a male figure in the house.
Yeah.
Now that is where the issues lie for me personally. It's not about anything else but having a male influence. But in the case where there's the other parent, the dad, is active, I don't feel that is necessary.
Okay.
For those particular reasons, because especially like when there's access and there's money involved, like, you know, proximity wise, they can't be too far from each other. I know that they would probably have houses in other states and whatnot, but their regular residents would be not too far from each other.
I do remember when he was having his, I want to say, tirade rants, whatever.
He was saying that
he moved like across the street, bought a house across the road. So I don't know what the status of things are now.
Yeah,
because I can't imagine Kanye West is the most easy person to deal with.
Absolutely,
in a relationship.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a co-parenting situation.
Just from that information alone, if that is the case, then like I don't feel that is necessary because, like, you know, as far as co-parenting is concerned, you know, they can split the week within each other. Like if I live here and then you live across the other side of the, do you know what I'm saying? Like if I was in that situation, personally speaking, that's how it would run. So this whole like, oh, there needs to be a male influence in the yard. Like, I don't know, it's baffling to me. If you've got any rebuttals or if the listeners do, then, you know, feel free to educate me.
What do you reckon, Chris?
No, I agree with a black man.
Jesus Christ.
Like what's he saying as well, like, because this is where like the male ego also kicks in.
And Kanye West, if there's a male ego, he has
imagine if the man looks like Kanye.
Male ego,
it's like a black man.
If it looks like a new improved, like aesthetically, if it's a new improved Kanye, a younger slimmer, like fitter done, like he's gonna have an issue with it.
Of course,
that house brick
which is why, like, obviously we never they're still human beings, but we don't really give that family a lot of leeway in it. When I see that straight, I'm like, this is just something to kick his back in a little bit with, like.
Yeah, possibly that could be another one where it's like, rah, like he's giving us a hard time. All right, let me ruffle, you know, some feathers.
Because he wasn't too happy when obviously Pete was around the kids, Pete Davidson. So obviously that didn't last, whatever. So, you know, and the albums he said he's going to be coming out, or he's releasing it in like a week and a half time. I think on the 3rd of November he's doing something with Ty Dolla $ign at a stadium.
Yes,
so, you know, expect some responses maybe through the album or leading up to that. It wouldn't shock me, Kanye being Kanye, innit? So
yeah, man, and you know, I think now that there is music coming out, like we haven't necessarily like really heard from him since Donda, which I believe Donda was probably a lot of the stuff that was recorded on there was like, you know, a year or two prior to its actual release.
Okay.
So with this one, we may have newer insight to like what's been going on over the past 2 years.
I mean, the last time we saw him, he was on the gondola getting neck.
Yeah. Barefoot.
Yeah. He's been walking through like all these different cities.
Like no shoes on. He's getting neck on a boat.
With his version of Kim K from what's that, Temu or Timu, that app, that's where he got it from.
Not Timu. Yeah. Shein.
No?
God,
I mean, I don't know who this new babe is, but he's married to her, right? That's his wife, right?
Bianca.
Okay, sorry, I'll take it back.
Bianca.
It's your wife,
someone.
sorry.
Yeah.
Because he was going out with
Uncut Jam.
Julia Fox. Is that her name?
Julia Fox.
Julia Fox, yeah.
Oh, it's Julia. Okay, cool. Same thing, man. Come on, bro. So yeah, like he was just going through, I don't know, man. Like Kanye is always gonna be someone that is interesting. You don't know the type of Kanye that you're gonna get, but then at the same time, he's dealing with some like mental issues.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's any merit to Kim's reasoning?
I think there is. Well, I hear what Vans is saying in regards to like if there's an active parent around, but an active parent and Kanye West, album time, super busy, running here, there, and everywhere, new relationship. Yes, I add the context of when he did say he lived across the road. Is he still there currently? What's their interaction and relationship like? And it's not taken. Let's take the Manny thing aside. It is true in regards to the Kardashians. That's a very woman-focused, dominated environment.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
If you're a man over there, you kind of get chewed up and spat out. Like we've seen Tristan Thompson, like he's trying to leave the plantation, and they say, "Give us more mixed-race babies." Every time he tries to leave, something just keeps pulling me back. You know, so he can't go anywhere. So maybe
every time he tries to leave, Chloe ends up understanding.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm sorry, I forgive us.
Mate.
So yeah, I can see why, like, you know.
Yeah, I'm not
super
opposed
busy
to,
as well herself. So it's like,
I'm not opposed to like a Manny as a profession and them being hired in a household. It's just, for me, again, like it's the reasoning behind it. And like, you know, with what you've just been saying, like there's a lot of valid points there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because, you know that our introduction to Bruce was on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. No longer Bruce, he's Caitlyn.
I'd say don't misgender Caitlyn now.
Then you had Rob, who made like, you know, a few appearances, but then, you know, he went through his issues, so then he silently disappeared, and, you know,
and then you had Scott.
He wasn't a Kardashian anymore. Scott has always been in the picture, but he's also had like this roller coaster of a relationship with Courtney. He's no longer in the picture like that, but he's still there because obviously the kids are there and yada yada yada. But then after that, like, you know, you have Kim, who's had so many different relationships that haven't worked out, and then she ends up having getting with Kanye, and then that's where all her kids come from. And then from there, everyone just, you know, starts having mixed children. And you don't really see like a lot of the men around. Like you see, I've forgotten the mum's name. Chris. She's with, you know, the older version of Kanye.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I don't know where he came from, but it doesn't seem like he has much influence on the children.
Anything. You're not meant
to. You're not meant to, innit? But like,
grown adults, you as long as you love and respect their mum, it's just kind of just
no, like cool. Not the children that are having the kids, the actual kids.
Okay, cool.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because like you're next to grandma, like the head honcho of the fam, innit? So it's like, do something, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? do something, innit? But yeah, man, I don't know how, like, obviously the news has come out. I'm not sure how Kanye responds to this.
Yeah.
But there's definitely going to be eyebrows raised, especially like with the track record over there. I haven't seen what the Manny looks like as well, which is also a factor.
Okay. Does that play a...
So if he's a ting, it's long.
I mean, not to judge, but I'm going to do it anyways because, you know, I don't know these people. But with her track record, you know, eyebrows would be lifted.
Yeah. So you're saying he has to be like 42 in a suit? Pot belly.
I don't know. It would just be interesting if this Manny has a specific look.
Let's see.
But it's like, I'm sure, like, okay, we can flip and ask Chrissy, if the shoe was another foot, like, can your man hire this super sexy...
Are you dumb?
Like, you've got to hire Mrs. Doubtfire. That's what you got to hire. You can't hire...
Yeah, you've answered the question.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. House help. It has to give Miss Doubtfire.
That's
or Miss Trunchbull. Because what else again?
Really?
Yeah.
We're not all healed, man. Because even how Vans are wording, like, profession, how, like, yeah, but for me and my house, I doubt most of the men are going, yeah, we can, like, I'm letting it run.
Like, let's just be for real.
Yeah.
We're all human. And there's just a ting in your house all of the time. The bed's right there. The bed's actually round the corner, and they know your whole schedule. They can just be doing fucky before you... No way.
Are you guys just thinking about Nollywood and 2B films and that? That's what I'm, man. Just thinking about the script.
No, this happens so often.
No, I'm playing. Of course it does, yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you.
All I was saying also was just, you can just hit stop and then hit record again. So, yeah, there you go. But
we need Sosa's contribution to this discussion because obviously, do you know what I mean? You got a little man in the house. Yeah. Like, what would it be like if, you know, your lady was like, "Oh, I'm thinking of getting some help," and then
look how he's playing his bid.
She shows you, like, you know, the short list, and it's just full of dons.
No, the laugh. Sorry for the laugh.
What happens there?
Do you know what? Yeah, I'll be honest with you. For it to get to that state, I have to question the missus in it, because she should know how I will act towards that. If you know what I mean. If she knows that something that's going to make me question, why is there so many Donnies in here?
Why is there so many Donnies?
Oh my gosh.
All right. Maybe not like maybe it's not a short list full of Donnies, But like, let's say if there's like 12 people, 6 women, 6 men, and then she presents them all to you. What's the, like, I know as a man, you're probably going to be like, you're going to rule out, because it's not like a profession that you would necessarily associate with men.
That's what I said at the start, isn't it?
It's a mixed bag, because, like, to be honest, I've always been thinking for a few years back, like, there should be a lot more men nannies. Like, it should be put out a lot more. I don't think that opportunity for men to do it shouldn't be just taken away. It should be promoted a lot more. So for me, it's a bit mixed bag, because I'm thinking, I don't really want another Donny around my kid like that. But then I'm also thinking, it goes back to how I feel like this should also be a profession that men should also be able to at least do well if they can actually do it. Do you know what I mean? Because yes, the influence is just being in my household and just being with my boy, and like I can understand the difference when I am in the house and when I'm not in the house. So I can understand them little traits that can help just being a male figure in the house. But then I know it just becomes where now the male figure that's in the house now be able to now see where the influence is happening and then influence it to something else. So that's where that comes in.
Yeah.
So it's really now down to the person, innit? Like, if the person can do the job, then let
I'm going to give Sosa the RNA like interpretation. What he's basically saying is you need to be overqualified.
You know them corporate jobs that you go for an interview for, and they make you go through like 6 stages of interviewing.
And then you get in front of the CEO and he's like, what you should be sitting next to me.
Big fact.
And do you know what? There's also an element of like how society views men as well, which is an element to this whole situation of Manny's. Yeah. And could be the reason why you may not see that many, because like there's so many barriers that they have to overcome. I don't think that society necessarily trusts men in that field as much.
I can understand that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Though.
Which is
understandable.
Completely understandable. I just want to question if niggas like think about that aspect when it comes to that. Do you know what I'm saying? Or is it just purely ego based?
I think a lot is probably, it'll probably get presented as men around kids, but probably deep down it's more about the ego thing. Yeah. Another man in my house and that type of thing. And like, king of the jungle. Yeah. You're not even fucking here for half of the day, bro.
It's true. You're not even present. Yeah, man. What are you talking about?
Bro, the house runs itself when you're not here. You're here shouting. You come back at 8 o'clock even, you pick up your child. Hey. You put him down and you go to bed.
Meanwhile, the missus is like side-eyeing you.
Bro, look at
this guy waltzing in like he's the hero. He ain't done shit.
I feel for the women, because they have to shovel and that vest all off the shoulder and that.
Gosh.
You come in and you're just like superhero for like 20 minutes. You play with your kid in that, and they tired and they go sleep.
You're the fun parent.
Yeah.
You know, so I'll answer as well. Even I haven't got any children, I'll be transparent and say that like I wouldn't be necessarily running towards that, like, you know, but I'd like to think when the time came, I wouldn't necessarily rule it out, but I might not be that healed then.
Oh,
yeah.
It just depends as well. Like obviously, like. So you're speaking from a perspective where, you know, it's you and your woman and your kid in the house. Whereas with Kim, it's a co-parenting situation. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
you
like,
can't really tell me how to run my house and that. Like,
yeah,
it's facts. You can give me your opinion.
It's true.
And that's where it stops.
But then obviously when your kids are involved, I would like to hope that there is a reasonable discussion between, do you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, by the way, like, don't just blindside Donny just because he's not in the house. Do you know what I mean?
But then you have to give a good reasoning as to why you have pushback. Because sometimes we're like, I don't like it. Bro, set up your argument a little bit. Point, evidence,
this is what I'm saying.
Explanation.
In terms of conversation, it definitely needs to happen rather than like Donny waking up and finding out in the headlines.
Yeah. North's on TikTok with the man in the background and that. Kanye right, mean 16.
Yeah, it's true. So true.
Mean 16.
I don't think a 16 is enough.
Because even look at when Kim was dating Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
He had the video where it was like clay, and it was showing someone that looked like Pete Davidson dying. And like their head cut off, and they like buried their head
that video.
And all that stuff.
Yeah, that video. Where
the real reason as to why he's upset was that
Go on.
Pete allegedly was beating the stereotypes.
Oh.
That Pete was beating Kanye in the Stereotypes war.
Oh.
Yeah. I can't say too much more because I just feel like Young Spray's gonna pop out.
Oh my gosh.
And say why?
Yeah, I mean, and that song, it featured the game, right? Anything the game's involved in, like he's
and
gonna.
that was corny as well because the game
gonna
talks
drag
about
you.
like being with the Kardashians and stuff. So yeah, like.
Yeah, the game will bring you to a ledge. So,
speaking of ledges, though, I feel like someone that might be on a ledge right now. We're going to talk about real estate RICOs.
Oh gosh,
DJ Envious.
DJ Envious.
Yeah. Wow.
And the real estate RICOs. He was out here selling houses with Big Pun. You see that, no?
Hola.
No?
Hola.
Okay, sorry. Okay, apologies. He was out here selling houses with Caesar.
Yeah.
Who also looks like he needs a Caesar salad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hold the dressing.
Yeah.
Ain't no dressing in jail.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you know what I find so funny about this year is like, why do we need courses to like get into property? And from you, like, you learn how to get into the property game from jail. I don't think that's the best person to learn from personally.
Yeah.
I could be, I listen.
But if it's a Donny that's doing it and you can see that he's doing it and you're not in the property business.
Yeah.
I think that obviously there's going to be a section of people that would rather look at other people to kind of, you know, they would attend those seminars rather than going to Envies and Caesars. But then there's going to be man from a certain demographic that are going to look at Envy and Caesar coming from the same background and thinking, oh shit, look what's happening. Like they're flipping houses. They've got all of this to show for it. I'm going to go to the seminar.
But I hear that to a degree, but I think a larger portion of that than we like to admit, just purely people that want to skip steps and not do the work. And what they're seeing as, they're doing well is the presentation of a lifestyle.
Bro,
they look a certain way.
It's happened from the beginning of the time.
Dream, so it's like, you know what, and I get it, like, especially during COVID as well, a lot of people that maybe had a hobby that they had to put down, but it was really their passion, a side hustle. People pick things up and like really made good of the COVID time period. But you need that person. Like, why do you, my thing is when people are really rich here and they start, how they're really making their money is selling the courses or selling. Yeah. They don't actually, in my opinion, a lot of these people actually as successful as they present. If you go and check, a large part of the income is coming from selling you the idea that you might be as successful as them.
Yeah.
Bro, we've seen it with NFTs. We've seen it with Forex traders. We've seen it with the ACN pyramid schemes, that these things are easily sellable to the people that are trying to make a quick lick.
Yeah.
Especially after COVID. Oh my gosh, like there's a Donny that's like, oh yeah, you know, if you just follow this blueprint, like you'll get your money back in 4 to 5 months. Just give me this in cash. And there's so many like red flags along the way that a lot of people may have failed to bypass, but unfortunately this is where like you get chewed up and spat out.
I think you're right, Fols, in that for a lot of these people, they make their money from selling the courses, but also we have to, it's sad that people got scammed, blah blah blah, but I also feel there has to be a level of discernment there. For example, if like, do your own research. Is this person really who they say they are? If they say that I suppose you won't be able to see like every single dollar that they've made, but I feel like if more people just did a little bit of research, as many people wouldn't get scammed.
I do, you know, I'm with you, and I will cut some people some slack. So what I said still stands, but this is a very specific example because DJ Envy's on the radio.
Yeah.
Aside from him linking up with my man, he already looks someone that's very successful.
Yeah.
Cars, houses, the kids, they're always a matching drip on the ground. And he looks like a success, isn't it?
Yeah.
Part of a long running radio show. So you can argue to a degree, and I think that's where he's getting caught up in this. If he generally didn't know and wasn't involved in the scam, because they're trying to do them on a Ponzi scheme. Because of your influence and the platform you have, you gave this person legitimacy, whether you want to admit it or not. He's standing next to you. You know, you're in all the shots, all the promo videos. You have him on the show. You're doing the seminars and the courses and stuff with him. So people are looking like a lot of people probably met Caesar through the link with DJ Envy.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So that's why I do cut people a little bit of slack, because you know we have influencer marketing for a reason. Over
this
here.
man ain't just like on the airwaves in New York. He's like, this is like a national.
There's like 100 stages. That's mad across the nation, innit? So
like 4 million listeners like daily. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, he is a major figure in the radio circuit. So people are going to see that and think, oh, okay, there's legitimacy here. Like, he's part of the iHeart syndicate. Do you know what I mean? Like, where you wouldn't think that someone will put themselves in that position, but alas, here we are, innit? And, you know, there's that funny clip that's been going around where he explains the story, how it all came about. He called 3 people, DJ Clue, Fabulous, and Joe Budden. And Joe Budden turned around and said,
this sounds like a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
You're going to jail.
You're going to jail. And lo and behold, what was it? The FBI stormed through iHeart Radio and started, you know, confiscating equipment.
Devices.
Yeah. Give me that cannon. just taking stuff. Yeah. So
exactly what I said about people doing their due diligence. The same thing still applies, but to DJ Envy. If all he did was call 3 people to find out who this guy is, or to get not references, if you like. Not
he was cool. He called those people to basically be like, I'm doing this thing, jump on board. Basically, that's what he called them for.
But he's obviously not done. Shout out everyone. Yeah.
No, your point stands. I'm just saying, in regards to what Vans is saying, he was in like this Desert Storm clique. These are his people that he kind of grew up with in hip hop. So he called them like, right, I'm doing this thing, jump on board. And Joe Budden basically said, no, this is a Ponzi scheme, and called it for what it is. Apparently Fabulous was just kind of, and DJ Clue was just kind of slow to it, and then just didn't get back to him. And when he was telling the time, he was basically saying like his people kind of fronted on him because like he's doing this because he wants to teach the black community. He wants to show us that, you know, rather than being renters for long, like own property, this is how you get on in life. You know, like the American dream is a big thing, innit?
Yeah.
So I can see where for some people they hook them in it because you've worked hard, you saved your money, you want a piece of whatever this dream is, and you want to get yourself on a ladder and like further your family.
Bro, real estate is something that has also been seen as something that can be quite lucrative anyways. Yeah. So it's like, all right, cool. Like if I can get me and a bunch of people from our community on the property ladder where, you know, you're buying houses, you're doing them up and then you're reselling them, you're flipping houses. This is something that is legitimate. Like you go to other states, like I hear that real estate is booming in Atlanta, for example, amongst black Americans.
Black Hollywood, don't it?
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so they probably thought, oh yeah, you know, like, look what we can do. Like we can accumulate up to like 100 million or whatever the figure was that they were talking about. People are going to run when they hear figures like that.
100 million. Just like, why can't we just turn it on sometimes? Well, yeah, I don't know.
How long was he doing this for?
It's been a couple years.
Yeah.
It's been a couple years. So like, I think this is how Ponzi scheme basically works. So you get all these investors, you do what you need to with the money, you go and like maybe acquire the buildings. And what you need to do to keep the scheme going is you need to keep getting in new money to pay off the guys that you've got there, innit? So like, let's say I've got all 3 of you's money now, and let's say you all gave me 10K each. I've either put that towards lifestyle, spent some money, put some, like, I had to give you something, like actually buy a building, and okay, cool, the money's not coming yet, it's coming, and then go and get investors, and like you're basically robbing Peter to pay Paul, but you're never eventually gonna do the other payoff.
Yeah,
that's like, you know, we watched the Bernie Madoff thing.
Sounds like HS2.
Honestly,
that's a HS2. It's just a Ponzi scheme. Like eventually the bubble's gonna burst, and people like they want their money now. Did you not see the video where he was giving out chains and that?
And someone said the chain broke when he was walking down the road.
It's meant to say trap lord. He crossed it out, say landlord. So like, the video's hilarious. Okay. I think I'll find it.
Wow.
So cringe.
Yeah.
I mean,
man was doing that Rockefeller chaining day.
So like,
man.
Like what the hell?
You going to jail now? Do you know what?
I think he's cooked. You know, I don't think he's gonna get. I think he's.
And do you know what? If he did what they're accusing him of doing, then you got to hold that.
No, I think Caesar's definitely going to jail. He's already been nicked, and then
He posted like $1 million bond, didn't it?
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's tight, bro. It's tight, and there's a lot of people that have been duped off their bread.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say, for argument's sake, just humour me for a second. Yeah, he managed to acquire madness in terms of money, like a stupid figure, and he only has to go to jail for like 5 to 10 years. And he can escape, like, you know, like the seizure, the forfeiture, when they take your properties, your cars, and that. If he's managed to have hidden some money elsewhere,
no,
was it kind of worth it?
No, not in this scenario, because you jeopardize the lives of ordinary working people.
Yeah.
If someone is taking their whole life savings that they were planning on using to send their child to college,
yeah,
thinking, right, I can invest this, I can flip it, that child's now not going to college.
Yeah.
If there was a surgery
that they were paying for,
get
a scholarship or something.
Do you see
They play football, something.
Do something.
Do something.
You better dance, juggle.
You better be top 5 in the draft pick.
Yeah, do something. You see LeBron? Has he got 2 heads?
Does he have 2 heads? Oh my gosh. But yeah.
You know, your parents start being toxic, but deep down it's because they squander the money. They start saying you need to.
Yeah.
And that's why I say in that situation, no. If it was something like a corporate type of fraud and it's an organization, a business, they have insurances.
Oh, they're stealing from the big man,
Yeah, but especially under the guise of wanting to help the black community, this is what you've done. Hell.
These things happen though. Like I remember people that invest in like the timeshare stuff, so like the hotels and stuff. Like, it happened with a lot of British people with one of these timeshare things in Spain. Like, these things happen all the time. And because you can always get because they just want like, oh, my retirement, or, you know, stuff to leave for the kids. Yeah, they hook them in, and I get it, because the people are coming from a good place. They want better for themselves, innit?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's mad. But hey, you scam me that much money, I have to get back in blood. Like, I'm waiting for you at the gates.
Honest, and you're saying that his kids are always doing match and drip.
Oh, yeah. And this is a man that Tyrese was waiting in the wings for your wife. If Envy goes jail,
it's over.
I remember Tyrese is single now as well.
And they're coming back with a TGT album.
He's gonna start pruning. Ooh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, like Envy seems to have made a few enemies, I think, over the past couple of years, like with Tyrese as well. Like I remember that there was a radio show where Tyrese was up there, and, you know, they were kind of like...
I wasn't mad at him for the Tyrese thing though, because he just didn't go all the way in. You know, like, you kind of protect your friend a bit. Basically saying you're being inappropriate with my wife, and any man can resonate with, you were doing too much with my wife, that's why I created distance with you. And then you come on the show and like, you cut me off, all this stuff, and like because of like him, Envy not having maybe necessarily the best favour with everyone in the media, as a man, you should respect that. Like, you was being inappropriate with my missus, innit? So we've both created distance, and you're only around here because you reached out to me to help us save our relationship. You're not meant to save my marriage and then fuck my wife. What the hell are you doing here, bro? What's going on here?
Yeah, do you know what? We'll probably get into a tangent about this, but...
Well, I'm showing a lot of passion for this subject.
Envy just seems to me that he's got like a lot of bitch-made tendencies.
Okay, speak your mind. But I think that's why people didn't like favour or like side of him when that thing come out, because Tyrese came on the show, innit, and basically kind of like tried to stick it on him and Charlamagne about the whole them kind of cutting him off thing.
Yeah.
You know,
but yeah,
and I don't think you're wrong. I do side of you. I think a lot of people do look at him that way. So
Envy was at a very comfy position. Obviously, like, you know, he's on radio, but it's like, you're successful in it. Like, he wasn't short of money. He's got other ventures that he, you know, brings in money, and then he just went with this, and now that could all come crashing down.
It might be one of those things where maybe it could be two things. Greed, just because people have money doesn't mean they don't want more money.
Yeah.
You know, absolutely.
Maybe just because what we see online doesn't mean Donny is as rich as he presents. Or like, maybe your lifestyle is so high that it's like, you know.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I think it's very plausible that it could just because people say, oh, why would he do this? He's got money. People are greedy, bro. Like you can always have more
I don't
bread.
even think it's just greed. It's just like, all right, cool. When you start making real money, you probably have like a lot more access than the average person to go and make more money. So it's like, it's just another opportunity without necessarily like seeing everything in a way that it's supposed to be, innit? Like, so people always want to cut corners. People always want a faster outlet in ways of making money.
Yeah.
And, you know, this is no different.
Have you guys ever been like almost got by a scheme?
100.
Okay, care to share?
No.
This is giving me flashbacks of a last week.
Yeah, because not everything is for sharing, bro. What the fuck is going on? Oh, mate.
Oh, my days. I almost got by one of them ACN things.
What is that?
It's a pyramid scheme, innit?
But both of you said ACN. It seems very specific.
Yeah, that was the name of the company. It was like a time period in like the 2010s is Sosa? It's 2010s is? Yeah, 2010s is. They were making inroads into the community and that. And
Might just see a Donny in a suit.
Yeah,
like, oh, where you going, bro?
Well, come to this thing with me, or like this. The way it gets presented is like you're missing out. You go there now, and then like they're in like usually like university lecture halls or community centers or whatever. Sometimes even like church halls. Sometimes depending where they will hire out, whatever. And it's all very very high energy. Getting people to sign up on the day, and I was just like.
So what do they
then
sell? What's the product?
You need to get other people to sign up, and you're basically selling products. So it could be electricity. You get people to sign up to different companies for like electricity bills, Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so the more people that you get to sign up,
because they're also
it benefits
selling as well.
you, innit?
Yeah, and now they're in your pipeline, your pyramid. They will always make sure they don't say the word pyramid, but it's like you're drawing the graph and that.
Yeah, it's literally like
it's a fucking pyramid.
I've never been to any of them, but like I've bumped into. There was a time period where you were just bumping into man them on road, like they're suited up. And like, oh, what are you saying? Where you going?
Grey suit, black turtleneck.
So, oh, you should get involved, bro. And I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, and I've seen people change because now you aren't jumping on board what they want. You're not of benefit to them, so they kind of like
dash you down.
Yeah, the communication is because all they want to talk to you about is that. Don't you want to make money? Don't you want to progress? And I don't actually know anyone that's been genuinely successful from that.
Yeah,
thing.
you see them 7 weeks later, and they, you know.
No, I know one done. He still does that, but like he'll move to another company, another scheme, another thing. Like,
do you know what? Shout outs to him because you have to be like really determined. Like you need that resilience.
Yeah, I don't know if I call it resilience. So it's like
Delulu.
Oh,
a little bit, yeah.
Honestly, sometimes being Delulu is the Salulu.
You know what? I'll let you have that
Yeah.
one. Another week, Cameraman Vans will never let you get away with that.
It's true.
Don't cry, don't beg in it.
Being
Like,
Delulu is the Salulu. Yeah, that's how I live my life.
Yeah?
Yeah. A sprinkle of delusion every now and again.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I can do anything.
Really?
Yeah.
When was the last time this actually like manifested into something? Or like, 'cause you're like thinking it, but actually doing anything.
How do you mean?
Like, when was the last time you just did something like genuinely like wasn't within your remit, but like you actually were successful in it?
Oh, my job now.
Don't say that out loud, bro.
jeez, come on.
Bro, this stays on the internet forever. What the fuck are you doing here, bro?
No.
You got hired because you are fully qualified and you can do your job.
In there, you know what I mean? There's loads of stuff. Like, I feel like I can cook anything apart from bake a cake. I genuinely feel like I could be a fantastic rapper. I feel like I could be a director. I feel like I could be a producer. I feel like I could be not a PT. I have to wake up too early. I can do anything.
Being Delulu is the Salulu.
I'm telling you.
Being Delulu is the Salulu.
I hear it, man. I love it.
After all that.
Yeah. So I can cook anything, but I can't bake a cake.
Yeah, but we have to be guided sometimes.
Okay.
So baking is not my thing, but I can cook anything.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Shout outs to you.
Shout out to me. What about you?
Me being Delulu.
I mean,
No, I'm very self-aware. I know my limitations.
so no. When was the last time you just did something and you were like, "Oh, raw"?
You know, I've been proper like steady Eddie, super sensible as of recent, so I don't know. Yeah, I haven't had any like outlandish, this is very out of Fols' remit, I just done it.
You seem you're a safe chap.
From time to time.
Vans?
Yeah, I'm quite safe. Pretty boring.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Now you know how we
Next
feel
question.
when you don't like engage with us. That was his
Yeah.
HR response.
Oh no, it's fine. I don't care.
Okay. Tough card. Back to our little pod.
Yeah, back to a little pod.
Oh, mate.
What else on the agenda though, guys?
Tube
Tube map.
map. Yeah,
Have you?
that game has been a chokehold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to 53 point something percent and then I lost the map.
You lost the map?
Yeah,
Your
the map
phone
wasn't
died?
showing. No, first of all, I made sure that my phone was charged when I was
Okay.
playing that game. No, the map just wasn't showing up anymore.
Okay.
But Mr. Outside here, he had a wonderful score.
Chill out.
That's a lot
Oh.
still.
I'm a Londoner. What'd you expect?
Yeah, outside.
Do you know what I mean?
What score did you get?
I haven't finished.
Oh, okay.
I'm on like 77%,
Jesus
77.6.
Man's been sailing the 7th season. That come on.
No. If you guys just put it into perspective of being from London, well, in a city, because I know like over in your regions, there's not many tube stations. So
There isn't, no. South London's
do you know
very
what
poor
I mean?
for tube stations.
So, and obviously with the introduction of the overground is clearly where I'm struggling at, because, you know, there's certain places that I've never been,
Honestly.
I've never heard of. And the DLR, that's where it gets a bit spooky, because you wouldn't believe these are real places.
Pontoon dock.
Just be on the train and be like, mud shoot.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I?
Yeah, or Cyprus. And I'm like, what?
There's a Cyprus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
There's a station. What was that DLR station? Star Lane. I've never heard of that place in my life. Like, who lives there? What do you do there? Where are these places?
Yeah. The reason I find that proper interesting, because even though we're joking, you, there are a lot of people that they're Londoners, they've been traveling for a long time, they know a lot of stations. Now there's the other side, which I kind of, I fall in that trap. Like, we don't know that many stations. And I think some of that is because South London, like we don't have like Elephant, you've got like your Borough, your Southwark, like that side of town. But when you get further in, like Campbell's got none. It's just loads of like overground stations.
Yeah, so with me, like, I live on a Bakerloo line. So I had to start with that first. Blitz through that. Zoop. Then, the nearest or the next line that I probably use the most, I'll jump on that. Something like the Victoria line is a short line. And I'm on that line quite a lot. So that was pretty easy.
I reckon the Central probably twang a lot of people because there's a lot of stations.
Central, when it gets to like past
Right.
Stratford and that, where it gets a bit tricky and that.
Because like I'm only on here because I'm going Westwood. Like I don't need all these other stations.
You go to the Stratford Westfield.
No, I'm just saying for a lot of people that will be a reference as well. Like
that's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
scary.
yeah. I mean, people have been to that Westfield, It's not a crime.
No, I know, but I'm just like, why would you go to that one?
Hey, you see what you say? We need to get along. I like the spicy energy. But just like it's shopping centre.
Proper judging my guy Fols for going Stratford,
Yeah.
Shouts out to you, man.
Mm-hmm.
But wouldn't it be easier for you?
Yeah, it is.
Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, then you've got like stuff like the Metropolitan line, for example, where it goes to places where, you wouldn't necessarily go.
Honestly, I think I got one station on the Eastern Line, and that was it.
Really?
Yeah.
I ain't played it because like I know I'm gonna
Eastern
get a
line?
Yeah, I don't know what you were saying.
No, just we just let it land. We didn't say nothing. I didn't bring attention to it. Yeah.
What's the,
You dropped it. Vans picked it up, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the Green Line?
Is that one district?
Oh yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, like what even happens there? What's there like? Putney, Turnham Green.
Yeah, like Wimbledon, and if you want to go to the east side, it goes up to Barking and
Okay,
places like that.
Don't need to do all that.
Yeah.
But
So
He's just showing his knowledge, man.
oh, thanks.
yeah, Circle line. I got Hammersmith and City as well.
Well, I applaud that. I think it's very good that you are aware of your surroundings.
I mean, that's why the
Because
game's
I'm
good because
not.
it tests like your being that aware of your surroundings and like your memory. Like
memory. And bro, because like there were times where I was struggling with places that I probably pass every day, but where like on your journey there's always going to be a number of insignificant stations to you.
yeah, because you're probably on the like everyone's got their routine. You're probably on the train. My stop is like 6 stops, 7 stops, 8 stops. So everything in between, all you're really remembering is I need to get to this station and then the stop before my station.
Yeah.
Cool. Let me put my phone away. I'm about to get off.
Yeah, there'll be like an insignificant one, yeah.
Hey, stolen engine.
That you would remember because like, you have some sort of like disdain for that station. So for me, like if I'm going to see my little one, for example, and then the train stops at St. John's, but I never see anyone getting on or getting off at that station. It's so insignificant. I hate that station, but like I remember it because of this reason. Why is it stopping here?
Oh, I've gotten on at St. John's before.
Okay.
Like, what's there? Like?
I feel like that about Goode Street.
Okay.
Right.
Goode Street is like it's
in
the city.
What
like
I probably think is
the next
even Sosa looked at me sideways like, you good?
But there are certain stations, not that they're pointless of being there, but like because there's like maybe like 2 other stations really close by, and then maybe those are probably just busier or they're closer to like
Goode Street
offices or restaurants, certain things like nightlife and stuff. They're probably a bit more busy.
But Goode Street is like in between Warren Street and Tottenham Court Road, Fitzrovia, if you will. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's like there's a lot of offices, businesses, bars, shops.
Oh yeah, Mr. London
on that strip. Like it's not a station like a St. John's where like no one's getting off or no one's coming on that.
I agree. In fact, they should just burn it down.
Women just be talking crazy. I'll leave them to where we at minute wise on this.
Support you again. Like,
press it again, yeah. You got my message.
I didn't say all that though.
Oh, sorry. Should we tear it down? Knock it down?
The thing is, when Chrissy wants to get off a subject, she'll drop a bomb to be like,
oh my god,
burn it all down.
Yeah,
I was trying
Excuse me.
to support you. You said it's pointless.
People travel in that station.
Oh, people travel there now. But I thought you said no one ever gets on or gets off.
Yeah, St. John's, not like Goode Street.
all right.
Sorry.
Right.
I thought you meant St. John's. Not Goode Street. That would be dangerous.
Yeah, Fitzrovia, all the bars and clubs and stuff around there.
All the, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, come on.
You know what I mean? What's next, fella?
Whitey. You know the lyrics?
Something for you. If you're black, nothing for you. Whitey.
I only bring this up because I don't know if you guys saw the Arsenal ladies squad photo.
Oh, yeah.
No blacks allowed.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then they wheeled out the black after.
When did this come out?
This is like last week. It wasn't like high on the agenda, but I was just I saw that I was like, oh, we didn't speak about this, but a bit of me is like, there's nothing to talk about. If I just see, because this was my thinking. I was like, I see the photo, I don't go, oh my god, there's no black girls. I just go, it's just Arsenal photo, innit? I would like to think that.
You saying you're watching women's football like that?
Sometimes. Yeah, I know what I'm trying to do here, but yeah.
I
support the women.
I want to know your real,
I support women in sports. I support women.
Did you watch the World Cup final?
Spit it out.
Did you watch it?
No, I did loosely whilst in the background. And that.
Do you know what I don't know? I'm going to be really bad vibes.
No, I watched it still.
Yeah.
The women commentators.
What?
Like, you know, like
Gabby Logan. That's crazy commentary.
She's not really a commentator though. She's
Claire
a pundit.
Balding,
she's a presenter.
Yeah, but
no, like the football.
let me lie.
In a commentary box.
Yeah.
Like, you know when you watch Match of the Day nowadays.
Alex Scott do, or does she do?
She does some live games where she's the co-commentator, but
she's quite knowledgeable. I'm not mad at her.
Yeah, I mean she's played the game. She's won so many honors and stuff. Like, so yes, I believe that there is still there is space for women in commentary and all across sports. But for me,
women like to talk, so they'll be finding that space. Come on.
No, it's not just the talking though.
I think it will take. It's still taking a lot of getting used to when I'm watching Match of the Day and there's a female commentator, because obviously, like, for however long that I've been living for.
Oh my god, man, like Methuselah.
It's always been men. Like, do you know what I mean? So like when I'm watching a game, and you know, there's a female commentator, I don't know, it just doesn't have like the same type of, you know what I mean? Where's the Peter Drury? Where's the female Peter Drury?
That's the misogyny seeping through your pores. It's coming out.
I agree.
It's coming
Do you know
out.
what? If that's what it is, then sorry, I'm not going to change my opinion on that.
Yeah, it's not the knowledge. It's
I'm not saying. Sorry, I'm
No,
not.
I was playing with you. I know you're not used to.
I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
It's just not the same type of vibe that I get.
It doesn't hit the same for me personally.
Yeah. But I feel like with anything, like, you just, once the longer it continues, you won't even notice it. Like, it shouldn't be a big deal as long as they're knowledgeable. That's just my thing. As long as and then. Like, I think it would do them a disservice if they are doing the we need a lady, we need a person of colour, we need, like, just to kind of tick box.
Yeah.
But also because of like how big the disparity is, there probably will be a little bit of that as well. Like we need to be looking to do the right thing, innit?
Yeah, so someone like Gabby Logan that you mentioned earlier, for example, she's been presenting for years. There's never been anything said about the presenters, you know, when they're in the studio and stuff, like you still have to talk football.
Homegirl that does the stuff with
Kate Abdo.
She's quality.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, it doesn't hurt that, you know, she looks good on the eye, innit? It doesn't hurt. It's the truth though.
Yes, but that's not what I'm talking about. It's not the presenting skills.
She doesn't really
specifically the commentary.
do it for me either, to be fair. But you know, shout out to the man them that.
Listen, everyone has different tastes.
Yeah, I hear it. And then you've got TNT Sports.
Yeah.
I was watching a Newcastle PSG game not too long ago, and Laura Wood.
Yeah.
She was presenting that game. You know, nowadays, like, you know, they're not in the studio; they're on the pitch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pitch side.
Yeah, pitch side.
Outside.
Yeah. Like, whatever the weather. I find it jokes.
If you're out there with the wipers on the glasses.
All the black pundits are always like wearing padded coats, gloves, scarf.
With the collar turned up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Stay warm, innit?
Got to stay warm. But yeah, she was doing that. She was presenting that. And you get, the players coming straight over.
Yeah.
You know, and, you know, she was conducting those interviews well. So, like, it's not about that. It's just like them commentating throughout a game. For me, I'm just not used to it.
That's fair. But to the point of like the photo, so I saw it and didn't think anything of it. I see people started to comment, like, add their own like 2 pence, like, rah, what? No, especially because Arsenal growing up, like, at least for the men's team, even for the women's team, like Alex Scott, Rachel Yankee, did she play for Arsenal back in the day? Yeah, I'm sure she did. Like,
yes,
they've had, and then the men's team. I remember when
I
remember when Arsene Wenger had like 9 outfield players and they're all black.
Bro, you look at Chelsea right now. Look at Crystal Palace. Like, no one has an opposing argument when there's, you know.
And I think because of that, because of Arsenal's history, they're looking at that and they're like, rah. But just without knowing, if there's more context, great. Like, give it to me. But just looking at the photo, I would like to think all those players are picked because of their ability and not because of a preference to them being white.
Yeah.
That's how I'd look at it. But not saying it, of course, there's definitely racism in football. But if there's one thing people like, is like a fast black person, isn't it? Like, you're going to get into the team.
Wow.
Hey, man, I think, and it's because they had to respond. They put a response out.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find it.
I'm sure they wheeled out a black babe after as well.
Did they? Well, our new signing,
like, hey.
8-year deal.
I'm pretty sure. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm not too knowledgeable in women's football. But obviously, like, you look at the England squad, how many black women players are there? You've got obviously Lauren James.
Yeah.
Reece James' sister. She's quality. But aside from her, playing right now, I don't know too many that are playing at the highest level. And I know that Arsenal women's football team are pretty up there.
Yeah. Traditionally, like they were the best team out in the country.
Yeah. So then obviously, is it still one of those things where, like, now we're starting to see a lot more black players in the men's game in the Premier League? Like, are we still waiting to see like a breakthrough from, you know, a number of like black women that are coming through? Like, I don't know. So,
okay, I've got it here. Let me see. We acknowledge our current women's first team squad does not reflect the diversity that exists across the club and the communities we represent, the club said. Increasing participation among young women and girls from diverse backgrounds is a key priority for us at academy level, with specific measures in place to improve pathways and accessibility. Across all our teams, including our men's and women's academies, we're proud of our players from diverse backgrounds who have contributed to our history, success and culture. It's a priority for the club to continue to drive greater diversity and inclusion and create a sense of belonging for everyone connected to the club. I was just like,
allow it.
I don't know if they really had to respond, innit?
I don't see the reason why this is an argument. Obviously, some other people could, but
yeah.
Like you said, historically, and currently, if you look at Arsenal culturally, what they're about. They really really do kind of cover or cross all bases.
They've always like they always
100%.
I supported United, but I love Ian Wright growing up.
Even just like their ad campaigns now is very like centered and rooted around.
What's my man? Me and my mates are under siege.
Saka. Me and my mates are that is the meme. That's the best meme. Whenever
every time Arsenal are getting cooked, I just see that meme coming up.
Yeah, that's the funniest.
Yeah.
That's the funniest. But like, again, man, I don't think that Arsenal, obviously, like I feel like just because of their ethos, they felt that they probably had a responsibility to put something out.
Yeah.
Amongst like all of the pushback that photo got.
Yeah.
Then that's I guess the PR side of things that they needed to do. That's
the thing, because like me just saying that, in my opinion, as a sole individual, you've got public relations and they're looking raw. We're getting cooked, impression, engagement, all these things.
And it's it's a football club, but it's also a business as well, and which has a lot of followers globally, not just in North London or just in England.
A team based in London, the most multicultural city in the UK, no black players. To some people's like, if it's Burnley now, we understood it up there. we understood up there. Like,
hey man, like it's just that time period right now where they've got all of the white female footballers like just balling out of control. You can't make the squad. Sorry.
Sorry to you.
Go Saudi, innit?
Oh,
there's an option.
No, they're building that division as well.
Okay,
like one of the women from the Liverpool football team has just moved out there.
Sick.
They've just been signed for the same team as Kante and Benzema and that.
Okay,
shout out her.
That's sick, man.
Yeah, so it's definitely building, man. Like Saudi, they're trying to really.
I wonder if they've got like a podcasting arm in Saudi. Like we could do something, man.
Oh, with like as much investment in it as football.
All I need is a 10th. I ain't greedy, bro.
Oh, bro, because
all I need is something.
Nah, because they're asking for like Division 3, like non-league type players to go out there and earn like 10 bags a week.
I feel like I could do it.
I would love to see it on a football pitch.
I feel like I could do it.
Just getting run ragged and Chrissy playing left back.
I'm sure if I just put my mind to it, like watch a couple of videos, I'm sure I'll figure it out.
Shin pads at her knees and that.
Yeah, like how hard could it be?
Looking at Jibril Cisse.
Sosa, you're supposed to be on my side.
Wow.
Sosa.
Wow.
Who was my man that was playing for Liverpool? Abel Xavier.
Yeah. Abel Xavier. He had a next thing.
Sosa. Cool.
No, all I'm thinking about is all the black people with blonde hair now. You're finished.
Who else was there?
I didn't know what even carrying on.
Ibrahim Bar.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're fit. You're cooked.
Yeah.
But also, we were speaking of like, whitey and that. Someone that's running away from the whiteness and running to the darkness. Anthony Joshua. I don't know if you saw that. My man's gone for a retreat 4 or 5 days away, unplugging from the Matrix, which I find funny because he posted a photo of him unplugging from the Matrix. He's gone to like recharge his batteries in this like dark room for 4 days. And I'm a big AJ fan, so I'm just like, wait, what's going on here, bro?
What do you mean by just a dark room?
That's literally what it is, to go and sit in a dark room.
Meditate.
Yeah.
Be alone with his thoughts.
Is it like one of those tank things that you go in, like where you have?
No, I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember what it's called. One of my mates does it, and
like a sensory deprivation.
Or the floating tank thing.
Yeah, like where
I don't think it's that. No, it's literally just a dark room. Is what I read online.
For 4 days.
Hey man.
I
fair enough.
Hope he wins the battles that he's fighting.
I just wanted to come outside and fight somebody, man, and like shut some people up. Because all the fights in between, no one really cares about. Everybody wants to see him fight Fury and obviously Deontay Wilder, innit? Because Fury's got a fight. I don't know if it's this weekend or next weekend against Ngannou.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a big event.
Where is that, in Saudi?
Yeah, come on, man.
Everyday Saudi.
You think that's going to be in the OT?
Hey, listen, man. That's where the bread's at. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with AJ at the precise moment. You can only just sit here and imagine that someone that reached the heights, and he was the number one draft pick as far as heavyweight boxing went, to now not being in contention for like the next big title fight. So, and like AJ is the media darling when it comes to heavyweight boxing in the country, in a way.
Not as much anymore, but historically, yes.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say as much anymore. What you know is maybe he's still more media darling because he doesn't say the crazy salacious things. But I'd say fan favorite is definitely Fury.
Yeah. In terms of like fan favorite, but like the person that, you know, all the brands were going towards, you know, the handsome guy that was always smiling, you know, helping out his community. You know, you see how he moves with a lot of his friends. They're all part of his team, and you know, he's gone on and done great things. He made the sport sexy again.
He just, I think, bought a stake in a F1 team as well. I think.
Okay.
Because he was out there on the grid and stuff. So it's like he's living his life and enjoying it. So I just wanted to do his thing. If this dark room thing is what you need to do to get back to that dark place, to start knocking niggas out, fair play. I
just think that whilst his back is on the ropes, obviously metaphorically,
no, they caught that. They got that one.
He doesn't display enough aggression for me.
Yeah. Have you ever been concussed before? Anybody ever knocked you out? Someone knock you out, you might start being tentative.
If I'm going to continue in this sport, it's obvious, like, you know, the higher you go, you have to kind of display that if you're lacking in other areas. Like, so if you're playing someone like, if you're fighting someone like Usyk, for example, who is a better boxer than you, show something else. Give me some aggression, like, at least. But you know, if you're not that way inclined, then it's difficult to then go and tell someone to go and be that way.
You know, it's not to go on a boxing tangent, and we'll close in a sec, but I feel that's an example of where having that inferiority complex can like really be an Achilles heel for people. And you can take it off Joshua. So like the boxing thing, he's a better boxer than you. Then you fall for the trap and try to go and outbox him. Accept it for what it is, to what you're saying, and just go knock my man out. We can all like attest to it in our lives where like there's things that we might not be that good at or that confident with. And if people want to get at us or chip away at us, they will bring those things up. And we're all susceptible to, like, it can affect you.
Yeah, no, 100%, man. And we can see areas of like him crumbling in certain instances where like you wouldn't have seen when he was like on his rise.
Listen, but it's not meant to be just this like super steady journey. There's going to be bumps along the road, isn't it?
Yeah, no, like, you know, there's a lot of people in, you know, the highest form of their profession that have stumbled. They've come across like, you know, rocky like paths where it's not always going to be rosy, but you know, like with boxing, like you kind of have a reputation to kind of uphold as well, especially like in combat sport. And if you can't deal with that, it's going to be difficult. So I say all of that to say this. Shouts to that dark room. If I see like, you know, the positives.
What are you saying? You're going to sign up?
I'm going to go to this dark room, B.
And come back.
Get me in that dark room.
Start podcasting like it's 1999. You know, but no, I'm with you, man. I hear it. Bro, if he comes back and he starts smashing up the place, then money well spent in it.
Yeah. Let's just like, you know, start accepting or, you know, the right opponents as well. Like we want to see good fights.
About bread, innit? You know, telling me about good fights. Bread, bro. What the fuck you not talking about? Are you the one that's getting punched? That's where like I do like, I'm not mad at boxers. Rob the bank. Like you've got maybe like 3-4 fights left and you want me to take risky fights. I want to fight for 50 mil each time and go away with my faculties intact. I don't want to see none of these boxers. I don't care even if I'm not a massive fan of you like a Tyson Fury. I don't want to see him at like 70 slurring his words.
Yeah,
I don't dislike you that much.
It's true.
I want to see him happy, healthy. I watch a little bit of the Furies. I want to see load your wife with more babies, do your thing, increase the family, have a good time, and ride off into the sunset.
I hear you, but I don't want to see that.
You don't want to see a man be happy and have like a big family in that?
Yeah, be happy, but all of the extra stuff that you were saying, I don't care about that shit. Bro, I want to see him load his wife with more kids.
Yeah, that was a bit.
Like, how invested are you?
The context I just watched the Furies and watching them and their family. You like a big family, keep going, man. Enjoy yourself. If I was cakey flaky like that, I'm not stopping at 2 and 3 kids. Load it, man.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, yeah. If
We're having
gonna be
kids later
around,
and we're having less children because of cost of living
if
crisis.
you're going to be around, then cool.
If I've got bare bread, I'm having as many kids as possible.
Okay, Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
For example, I'll be just one lady in my house.
Fair.
Nice try.
Can we do what the fuck of the week?
Oh yeah, this is a good one. Yeah. Shouts out to all the top shaggers out there.
Would you guys have?
Hey.
Oh, it's in the group chat.
Oh, I don't know where my phone is. Funny enough.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not like you.
Yeah.
Pull out yours then, nigga.
Oh, wow. So how are you gonna play it though? Can I?
True. Oh, I didn't know it was a clip. Sorry, weren't paying attention.
That you sent to the group chat. But okay.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, mad.
Damn.
So mad.
Spicy.
Like-
Spicy. It's really spicy this week.
This one really spun me because how I thought it was going to go is not how it went. But how I thought it was going to go was very wayward anyway.
Oh, yeah. Keep talking, man. Let me load this up.
Right,
I remember it now.
I said, do something.
Like, and then it ends up being even more wayward. I think Vans has got the clip here. Fantastic.
Chris is killing me. Do you want to feel the air a bit more?
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Wow.
Vans will let you know when he's ready.
What?
Like, what are you doing here?
How many times have you been in the gym in the past week?
Wow.
4 actually.
Okay.
Gosh.
Have you eaten clean?
Can you not tell?
Have you been eating clean?
Can you not tell? Look at these shoulders, bro.
Yeah, they're so broad.
No. Look at these shoulders.
Yeah.
Look, they're looking at you. They're straight. Look at these shoulders.
Yeah.
Maybe not the belly. Just look at these shoulders.
No, you look well.
No, I told you the rule of thumb is keep wearing black.
Do you think it's slimming for you?
Absolutely.
Oh.
This passive aggressive tone doesn't work with me. Do you know
doesn't
why?
it?
Because I'm just as passive.
No, I mean, okay.
Right, so it's up. I've got it.
Listen, great hustle.
Never gonna end.
we filled the air.
Told the story because
Oh,
Jesus Christ, Vans.
very loud.
Okay, thank you.
Just trying to make sure that the listeners can listen properly, innit?
Yeah.
told the story because I'm literally telling everyone it's so horrific. So my friend Amelia, who I was with yesterday, she's got a mate called Ellie who's in a house share in London, and Ellie shares with like a bunch of girls. And one of the girls was telling her she's just been on a hen do to Amsterdam, where the stag and the hen went at the same time. I think they're all just like a mixed social group who kind of like knew each other, but then the stag went one day and the hen one way and the hens went the other. And one of the girls on the hen do got super drunk and went into one of these booths with like a glory hole. And so a guy on the other side stuck his dick through, so the girl was just drunk and started sucking him off. But it was one of these ones apparently where like if like she pushes a button and the guy pushes the button on the other side, they can kind of see who's on the other side. Like it makes it like transparent like a window so they can see. And so being drunk, she thought it would be hilarious to push this button just to see who she'd been sucking off. And so she pushes the button and looks up, and it's her dad on the other side. And apparently like the hen and the stag do all went home early because it was like so traumatic, and the girl's falling out with all her family. The mum's obviously found out and is like not speaking to the dad. Like it's broken up the whole family because this girl sucked off her dad through a glory hole.
Like, I could not believe my ears. That I thought it was going to be the stag or, you know, like her friend's boyfriend.
Cheating or
did
something,
you hear that, Sosa?
Yeah, I did.
I thought that's what it was going to be. And then you're like, what?
Shout out to the person that narrated that. That's great. Like,
Yeah. Shout out her
Yeah.
because she came and she had timestamps. She was,
she had us on the edge of our seats, and then when she got us there, I was like, I'm gonna stay seated.
Like the mum's really taking an L in this because not only do you have like a wayward daughter, you've got a wayward husband, and their waywardness is combined. Oh my God.
Gotta come from somewhere.
You know what? Yeah, what I will say to this is if that guy ever at any point doubted the DNA, like, you know, that if that's truly, you know, some men are, they don't know if they're truly their child. That is an example. That is definitely his child because you both had the same thought. You both got like in the thought. You know what?
Oh my God.
To the glory hole. That's definitely his kid.
Oh my gosh.
Two different objectives, but in the same place.
Like, what are the... Oh my God. I don't even know because scary.
taking aside obviously like the interpersonal relationship here, yeah. Who do you think is worse out of the two? The person that goes to go and do the sucking, or the person that goes to get sucked?
The dad. The dad's worse.
The dad.
Yeah, he's married.
Because he's married.
I wasn't talking about that. I was just talking about more like just the act of going to go and get like noshed off by a stranger, yeah. And as a man, who's on the other end of the?
Let me just.
My thing is, did they bath? And if it's in a club or like a
I'm
venue,
dealing with all the semantics and that. We're horny.
God.
Yeah,
People don't care about all that right now, man.
No, you can't just sucking random peen. But maybe it's because they were in the abroad. She was like, oh.
Also, where they were, that is the land of
Away
Sodom
games.
and Gomorrah and that, like.
Both of you.
Yeah, like, pack your shin pads, innit? Like,
Oh.
we're going to war.
Mate,
ridiculous.
nah. Do you know what? That is actually crazy. Like the whole concept of this whole glory hole thing. Yeah,
There's no glory in this.
bro. Because you go to a toilet in a random bar and you see a hole there, and the first thing in my mind is not to stick my dick in there.
Yeah. Shouts out to anybody listening in the office right now. Turn this down.
Yeah. Sorry to you.
Like, wouldn't you want to see what's on the other side?
I think that's the like people have different. I do definitely try not to judge. This is an example. Something I'll definitely judge, but people are just like deviants with their sexual nature because it's like the sordidness is naughty. You don't know who's on the other end. That's why like why did you both go and like reveal who you're?
I wouldn't mind a glory hole if I knew who was on the other side.
Yeah, but that's not a glory hole then, is it? It's the hole.
I mean, it is a glory hole.
It's a hole with a view.
Are you saying the concept? If you could guarantee who was on the other end.
Yeah, do you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, like,
Bearing in mind,
because it's a glory hole. The glory holes are supposed to be in public places. I presume, right?
I wouldn't know.
Because like,
Yes, we can assume that's where they are.
yeah, we can
Public,
assume
I
that.
can't imagine they wouldn't be in public places. This is you're gonna get nicked. It's not gonna be something in public.
No, like
No,
not
but
like
like a
that, but like
toilet.
in a toilet of a bar.
Because you know
Okay.
there are some places that have gender neutral bathrooms.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just like a
But
cubicle.
because-
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
mean like,
you're
you
right.
walk into a bar, oh yeah, a bunch of glory holes, like
Yeah,
it's
that would be
flipping.
weird.
What do you call it? Speed dating. Like you just go to the next table,
Woo.
next hole.
No, I'm with you, but because of where they were in Amsterdam, I'm assuming it's at like somewhere like this. It's a sex show. It's like it's a environment for it. It's somewhere. It's not like we're just at a bar or restaurant. They've got it in the back. It's like when you go to sex show. There's another room where you go.
Tell us what happened when you went to the sex show, Fols.
I watched the sex show and I was like, okay.
When you went to the toilet, was there like a hole anywhere?
No, just a toilet bowl. That's all it was. I watched the sex show. I was like, okay, these people are very acrobatic.
Okay,
I was like, okay, wow.
Pilates and that.
I need to incorporate some moves
Do
to my regiment. You know,
Do you think they have like
Or like lunch breaks.
no? Do you think they have like different heights?
hey, chill out.
No, it's true because not everyone is
Man's
going
on
to
his
be the same
tiptoes.
height. Like, this is
Man, am I on their
this is serious.
tiptoes trying to put their thing in the glory
This is
hole?
a serious question. This is a serious question.
You know what? This is why you work in logistics.
Because I'm
Like,
just like,
imagine it being mad low and you're just there like squatting with your.
Exactly.
Man's doing the Melvin baby boy squat and that. And
Like-
you got a whole position.
Yeah, nah,
Honestly.
sorry.
I would like to think they've factored that into what they're doing and
Like,
stuff.
what
okay.
adjustable?
Or adjustable hole.
or maybe there's like just levels. So like beginner, not beginner,
Beginner?
but like no, not beginner, but like small.
But then you'll get
Intermediate,
into like
tall, not
the
tall.
whole size.
No. I didn't do all that. I just meant like the height of said hole.
Yeah.
But
This is brazy. You know what it is?
Yeah.
I look at from the listening to that, are we assuming that it's come out because the daughters maybe confessed or like said something?
you can't not confess after something like
No,
that.
for me, you take it to the grave. You have to take it to the grave. And as well, I know it's really callous, but like, essentially, she's not the one that's done anything wrong here. He's a married man, innit?
Yeah.
You tax your dad forever. This can't come out. So you see that Fiat Punto I wanted.
Got to upgrade that.
yeah.
Give
I
me a
need
Mini
it.
Cooper.
I need it. Yeah, I need it. And yeah, Mini Cooper, I need it.
I don't know. But I shout out to them.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because where do you even know? It's too much. Like, have you seen the movie Parasite?
No.
I think it's called Parasite. Old Boy. It's called Old Boy.
Okay.
And in the final scene, there's a guy who plays like the long game for some guy that he hates, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, in the last scene, the guy realizes that the girl that he fell in love with, that he's been doing fucky with up and down, was his daughter. What do you even do?
You got off yourself.
I feel like he did, or he had some like lasting mental issues.
You're going to like.
Yeah, and he was, you know, when they like to be really dramatic with the scenes. So he was sitting there, and then all the pictures kept on flashing by of the daughter and the
yeah, that's a lot. That's crazy.
So yeah, good film.
Yeah, this is why you can't be running around here after a certain age being a deviant.
Yes, but you don't expect to meet your daughter in that environment. Like, fucking hell. Like,
I mean,
I raised you better.
Yeah, but hey. Yes, but it would make more sense of a 20-something-year-old, I'm assuming, to be in these type of places than, you know, a 50-something-year-old man.
I hear you, but people get a second win. Like, remember, you might have been like you've been someone for a long time, very mundane, maybe mundane in regards to like bland, boring sex life or a sexless relationship for a long time. You're gonna start having people. Don't remember my man, the actor, Phil Mitchell. You got caught dogging, bro. People are into some different things.
I know,
and it's not just a young people thing. The old people be shagging, bro.
Yeah, no, and you know sometimes older people may come into their kinks as they age, maybe because they grew up in a certain time period where like really a lot of the shit wasn't. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you can even have like, you know, like kinks out loud.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so it could be one of those ones, like, you know, recently divorced. So they're like, you know what? Man's been tied down for 45 years. Let me,
to the hole.
To the glory hole. But like, you know, go around where like you find other people around your age range. Do you know what I'm saying? You go to them bars.
The whole point of a glory hole is you don't know who's on the other end.
Yeah, but you're going to like, you know, a venue where I don't know. I don't know this venue in it, but like I would just assume that, you know, there's more of a younger demographic there.
I mean, the point I was making is that it's Amsterdam, innit? So it's like it may not be what your position as this bar. It's just there are sex shops.
Yeah,
so it's just someone you're going to have sex.
Yeah,
they might not offering drinks there, bro. It's like come in, you know. If you want to get hydrated, go to the hole. Like that's where you're gonna get your hydration, innit? So yeah, man.
Go to get drained at the flipping glory hole.
Damn. Wow. This is the bit we don't clip for social. No, this is crazy.
What's next? That's
you're off this, yeah? You're done.
That's enough. Thank you so much.
I saw an article last week. Canada will legalize medically assisted dying for eligible people addicted to drugs.
Wow, okay.
Eligible candidates must have an extensive treatment history and won't qualify solely based on a lack of social supports, according to Health Canada. Any thoughts?
I think that is a very, very, very lazy way of the government dealing with people who are suffering from addiction. The solution can't just be off yourself. Like the problem doesn't go away. These people aren't in this circumstance just by chance, if you know what I mean. Something has happened here. There's loads of systematic failures along the way that means that this is the life that they now live. The solution can't then just be that they can euthanize themselves. So where does it end? Do we now then say that anyone who is unhoused, like if you're just tired of it, you can just come and like anyone living with like a long-term illness, where does it stop? And that's not, yes, there are, I just think it's insane, and it's a very, very, very lazy way of a government to deal with a problem that is not going to go away.
Come on, remember, re-elections soon come. We have to be tough on crime, tough on the causes of crime, tough on immigration. We need to clean up these streets. Yeah. And what a better way to do it than
get them to talk themselves.
People are like, it's brazy. Like, I like that you went there with it because it's don't. For the people that genuinely want that, I think, was it Austria? Back in the day was a place that you go to if you wanted assisted suicide.
Sure it is,
fair enough, they facilitate that. And I would like to think they're still very stringent. Like you have to go through a lot of checks and stuff before you can actually get to that final place. If that's what you want to do, I see a lot of people do it for like people that are like paralyzed or like the quality of life they have is they don't want to be a burden on their family. I understand that. This, I don't know, because who is the person that's broaching the conversation? Is it the addict on the street going, you know what, I'm tired of this? Is it someone in the local, like, oh, I'm about to run for local mayor, and it would help if, you know, my streets were cleaner, greener, and safer, and you guys were out of here. I don't know. That could be us being very extreme, but I hear what you're saying. I don't like the idea of it, because I think once you start, where do you stop? It opens up like a mad kind of worms.
Yeah. And
does Canada already have a pathway for assisted suicide already, just like as a standalone? If they do, then what's stopping those people that if they want to go and do that, doing that of their own accord, innit?
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know, man. It's interesting you brought it up, man, because actually it was on one of the things I actually forgot last week. So thanks for
no, I just saw that and I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah,
kind of. What's going on?
Yeah, that's